Okay, we're going to work on some integer word problems, but before we get started on actually setting up and solving word problems, I want to go through some key words that are going to refer to both negative and positives. So we're going to look at some key words for integer word problems. Okay, we want to look at some words that mean positive numbers. And I'm going to draw a line. And we're going to look at some words that mean negative numbers. So when you're reading your word problem, you can refer to it and look at the words that will be key to knowing how to set up your number sentence. All right, so for a positive number, we can look at the word above. So above sea level would be a positive integer. Below would be negative. Below would mean a negative number. To rise or to get up, so to rise, sometimes you'll see the past tense of rose. That means to get up, and it's positive. Dropped, that would be negative. Ascend. Ascend means to go up. Descend means to go down. If you have playing in a football game and you gain yards, gain means it's positive. Loss means that it's negative. You may see the words up and down. Sometimes you're going to see words such as deposit, and that usually goes along with a banking account, a checking or savings account. When you deposit money in, it makes your account go up, so that's positive. If you withdraw money, that means you're taking it out. Okay, you're taking it out. So those are a few words that we may see in our word problems as we work through them this week. I also want to talk to you about something that the word difference. Now, difference to us always means a subtraction problem. So if I'm looking for the difference in temperatures, I'm looking for a subtraction problem. I'm also thinking of this, think of it as looking for the range of numbers. Okay, we're going to see that quite a bit in our examples and in our word problems. Okay, let's start talking a little bit about a word problem. So I'm going to move this off. And you can watch this video as many times as you need to if you want to copy down these problems. But I'm going to tell you exactly and show you exactly how you need to do something, okay? So the temperature at noon on a winter day was 8 degrees Celsius. At midnight, the temperature dropped 15 degrees. What was the temperature at midnight? So we are looking for key words in this that's going to tell us whether we're going to use a negative or a positive number. So here it says dropped. It dropped 15 degrees. So we know that that means it's a negative. So if it was 8 degrees to start and it dropped 15 degrees, you are writing a number sentence and you're going to write a sentence when you finish the word problem. So 8 minus 15, it was 8 degrees and it dropped 15 more, so that becomes 8 plus negative 15, which is going to be equal to negative 7. At midnight, it was negative 7 degrees Celsius. Okay? So that's the first problem. We're going to go down here to number 3. On a recent glider flight, now a glider is just one of those planes that just glide so softly through the air. Lucy took a tow to 3,000 feet above ground level. Above, there's that word above. We saw that in our notes. She found a good wind and climbed 1,800 feet. When you're climbing a tree, are you going up or are you coming down? If you said you were going up to climb, you would be correct. Then she hit a big sink and she lost 2,200 feet. Where is she now? What is her altitude? Okay, so she started at 3,000 feet above ground level. So that's a positive 3,000. She climbed another 1,800. 1,800 is positive. She climbed, she went up. Then she hit a sink and she lost 2,200 feet. There is your number sentence. So I would keep, and then you're going to change your subtraction to adding a negative 2,200. So if I add the first two together, I'm going to get 4,800 plus negative 2,200. I have more positives than negatives. So 8 minus 2 is 6, and 4 minus 2 is 2. So 2,600 feet. Now, because it's positive, you need to make sure that you say she's above ground level. So she is 2,600 feet above ground level. Okay. Okay, let's look at number 4. An architectural drawing of a building shows the elevation of the basement floor to be negative 12 feet. The elevation of the roof is 32 feet. What is the total distance from the roof to the basement? I want to go back to our notes for just a second, because when we say the word difference, we know we mean subtraction. Difference and distance can be interchangeable. So if I want to know the distance between the office and the cafeteria, I'm going to make sure that I subtract the number of feet in between in order to find that distance. Distance means the same as difference. So we know that 32 feet is the roof. Well, everybody knows the roof is at the top of your house. So I would put 32 minus the basement is negative 12. I can also draw this like a number line. Here is my roof. Here is my basement. And somewhere in between is right on ground level, which would be our 0. So you need to know the distance between 0, ground level, and your basement, and the distance between ground level and your roof. And then the whole distance is going to be the distance from roof to basement. So if I start at 32 feet and I subtract a negative 12, so 32 plus 12 is going to equal 44 feet. Okay, so the total distance, so the distance between the roof and 0, which is ground level, is 32 feet. The distance between ground level and the basement is 12 feet. Remember, distance has to be positive. So the total distance is 44 feet. All right, I just wanted to give you a few examples. We are definitely going to go over more in school. I just wanted to make sure that we saw a few different types of problems.